Hey guys, what's up? This is Cody the Coin Raptor, and I'm here to talk to you today about the crypto market. So, the FOMC, the Federal Open Market Committee meeting was today, and Jerome Powell came out and talked. They had raised the interest rates by 75 basis points or 0.75%. And my primary takeaway from his speech was very hawkish. I have him quoted here as saying the ultimate level of interest rates will be higher than expected. They also pointed out the fact that the unemployment rates were still very low and the labor markets were still very tight. So that's also very hawkish when they say things like that. That way they can continue to raise interest rates even higher. Okay. So let's go ahead and take a look at the Bitcoin chart. So Bitcoin had a pretty explosive move today. You can see this big old green candle right here. Now this green candle, this volume candle, 738 Bitcoin traded hands when Jerome Powell talked. All right, and you can see this wild candle. I've never seen a candle that's like this, and I've been doing this for quite some time. I've never seen a candle that has a high wick at the top and a high wick at the bottom. I mean, it's just very long wicks on both sides. The market was basically tug of war. The bulls were fighting with the bears, and they were trying to figure out who was going to win. Well, turns out the bears won, all right, and this sent Bitcoin down all the way here to about 20,057, very close to the support line we had previously marked out here at about 20,040 or so. Now, this also put Bitcoin in an oversold position. You can see here RSI at about 30 or so. And then we see that we have a very small bounce here so far. Now, as I've been warning about coming into this FOMC, buying ahead of the FOMC would be an unnecessary risk to take. It's better to wait until after we see what happens with the FOMC. Personally, I'm still thinking that the Bitcoin's going to come down below 20,000, especially with how weak it's been looking lately. So I'm thinking it's going to wind up coming below 20,000, and we're going to wind up seeing support below that level here at about 19,200 or so. And I think that's a very likely possibility that we'll wind up seeing that. If not tomorrow, then within the next couple of days. I think that over the weekend, you could potentially see a bleed out from Bitcoin and the price falls further, sub $20,000. And that's a level that I'm interested in adding to my position for Bitcoin. Now, we're also going to go ahead and take a look at Ethereum. Ethereum made the exact same candle with the exact same massive volume that we have here. So Ethereum in a very similar situation. You have the support down here at 1493 or more likely about 1500 or so. That's going to be strong psychological support because it's a nice round number and people like nice round numbers. And I definitely expect it's probably going to touch that level soon, and then it's probably going to break under that level as well. And we can see support here at 1480 and then support down here at about 1450 or so. Now, let's take a look at our Binance coin. Binance coin is still stuck in this sideways channel. Binance coin wasn't as wild as the rest of them. Again, for whatever reason, Binance coin is incredibly stable compared to Bitcoin and Ethereum. And it kind of did its own thing. It had a little bit of a volume spike, but it seems to be moving within the channel sideways. And really, that's not that surprising given if you studied Binance coin, you studied the charts for it, you can see that it does tend to like to move sideways. It does have periods of extreme activity like we see right here, but it also has periods of just sideways motion. So with Binance coin, I think it's probably going to still come back down here and retest support at about 300 or so. That's very likely. Now it could actually bounce off of this level and move higher. Unlike with Bitcoin and Ethereum, it seems to be heading in a different direction. But if Bitcoin starts falling apart, falls off a cliff for whatever reason, Binance coin is also going to wind up following it, just like the rest of the crypto markets. Now, speaking of selling in Bitcoin, I want to go ahead and I want to show you the funding rate for Bitcoin, right? So the reason why we look at the funding rate is that way we figure out if the longs are dominant or the shorts are dominant based on the funding rate. The funding rate right now is green, okay? So the longs are dominant. And what you see here is a divergence. You have the price moving down, and then you have longs increasing their position here. They're paying more money to shorts. They're paying a premium to shorts right now, and they're increasing their position. And the reason why that's so abnormal is because the price is going down. So the bulls are trying to take over right now, and I think it creates a very dangerous situation for them. Another potential bull trap in the making. And if that's the case and the price keeps moving down, you could have all these bulls trapped. We've seen multiple times throughout the year so far where bulls have gathered strength only to get trapped and forcibly have to sell and capitulate and drive the price lower. All right. So I think we're potentially setting up for yet another bull trap in Bitcoin. And that also lends credence to the idea that we're going sub 20. Now, if we take a look at the liquidations for Bitcoin, we go ahead and switch to Bitcoin liquidations, we can see that we had about 20 million long liquidations today, which isn't huge, but it's not nothing either. It's definitely more than the short liquidations of about 8 million or so. So that's all I've got for you guys today. This is Cody the Coin Raptor, and I hope to see you in the next video.